Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about this morning is something that I've seen a lot circulating out there in GunTube and gun circles. Are the Republicans going to abandon the two-way support of which they've been known for? I don't think that's the case, but I'm going to lay everything out right here, right now, and I'm going to show you some new developments about what the Republicans and the GOP are saying at the RNC to shore up that consideration and concern. Everything that I'm about to show you is going to be linked in the description box below. Of course, let me hear you in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and as usual, I've got to continue to tell you about the YouTube algorithm monster that snacks on your subscriptions. I cannot tell you how many people I've gotten emails from or comments from saying I didn't believe you about the algorithm subscription eating monster whose gluttony is unmatched and the interruption of two-way news. I cannot tell you how many people are saying I didn't believe you, but it actually exists. Check your subscription, please. I'm not making this up. I even made a thing for it. So with that said, let me get right to the content here because this is something that you guys need to be aware of. I think this is something that is worthy of a conversation, again, in the comments field right down there. So you guys saw all the talk in the other videos and other things around the Republicans dropped the two-way protections from the actual party platform. But I want to show you what's coming out from places like Reuters. I'm going to show you what the Democrats are freaking out about and on the same topic. And then I'm going to show you some other things from the GOP that are kind of along the same vein. Check this out. This is from Reuters. Trump will protect gun rights despite assassination attempt, advisor says. Now, this came out on July 16th. It is now the morning of July 18th. So this is a pretty well-established article. But let me dive into this real quick right here. Milwaukee, July 16th. So this is coming from the RNC. Donald Trump will safeguard gun rights by appointing federal judges who oppose new firearm limits if he is elected in November, despite narrowly surviving an assassination attempt, a senior advisor to his presidential campaign said on Tuesday. Now, this is one part that I can say there is a historical record for Trump doing just this. He did put in more pro-2A judges than Obama did in 8 years in 4. He has a tremendously strong record of putting forward conservative, constitutionally following judges. He does. That is an objective fact. If Trump is saying that now, and the advisors are saying that right now, that means that they think they're going to get the Senate, which is highly likely, and they're going to get the presidency. That's what you're looking at right here. This isn't even talking about legislation. But that doesn't sound like someone who's dropping protections of the Second Amendment from the party platform officially. It may not have been on a document, but the actions right here are seeming to speak louder than the actual words on that document. And by the way, these documents that they put their party platform out at like every convention, it's kind of a loose overview, bullet point list. It's not a hard and fast what we love, what we don't love. So that's just some backstory on that. But that's what he's saying right now. In fact, let me get to this next part. Quote, this is the Trump advisor. We'll see a continuation of supporting and defending the Second Amendment, and really where that comes into play is, the judiciary. Chris LaSavita said at an event hosted by the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, a gun rights group at the RNC. Now, this is one of the things that I actually like to see. The USCCA, or the United States Concealed Carry Association, is a sponsor of this channel. I'm proud to partner with them, and honestly, they are putting forward things that are going to help us in the gun world more so and at a faster pace than any of the other competitors. For example, did you guys know that they just incorporated red flag laws retroactively and the coverage of those red flag law cases to all of their members and new ones combined, and they didn't increase the cost on it? Combine something like that and the fact that they have financial input in a booth where they can get pro-Second Amendment content coming out of the RNC from the actual advisors of Trump. Guys, that's a positive in the positive column. Now, anyway, let's keep going. I wanted to share that and give them their due because that is a big part of this. Now, the remarks from LaSavita, who said he carries a concealed weapon himself when not with Trump, dovetailed with the sentiments expressed by a dozen Republican Party delegates interviewed by Reuters at the convention, days after a would-be assassin's bullet grazed Trump's ear at a Saturday rally in Pennsylvania. All were adamantly against any reform to America's gun laws, including raising the legal age to buy a gun, strengthening background checks, or limiting assault-style rifles similar to the one the gunman used in the attack. Now, that's a really important piece, because those are the parts of the Second Amendment gun control move that rhinos tend to fall into, like increasing the age, red flag laws. That's where they tend to kind of do the compromise piece, that's what they do. And they're saying adamantly that ain't happening. And Trump's advisors are saying we're going to get more pro 2A judges, which is where all the wins have been coming from for the last 4 years, from the Trump nominated judges. Now, I'm not telling you everything is going to be hunky-dory and there's never going to be a problem. And I'm not saying I put full faith in Trump at all. I'm not saying that. I'm more of a, you told me about it, cool, now let me see it kind of guy. But we have seen the judge nominations. Just saying objectively. Let's keep going. Instead, the delegates said any changes should focus on funding better mental health and support for troubled citizens, a standard Republican position. They blame mass shootings and other gun violence, including the assassination attempt on Trump, largely on mental illness and weapons falling into the wrong hands, which, again, as they even said here, is a very mainline conservative gun rights position, and it's not a wrong one either. But I got some more things I'm going to show you in a second from the Democrats reacting. Steve Kramer from Georgia said it was a lie that expanding background checks would help. If you look at most of the killings, someone stole the gun, so background checks wouldn't matter, Kramer said. Absolutely correct. 100% correct. But now, let me go over to what the Democrats are saying. Again, this is in response. If the Democrats thought that they were going to actually have a chance to get gun control through, they wouldn't be putting stuff out like this. This is from Rolling Stone. Trump campaign vows to pack courts with gun-loving judges at RNC event. This is what scares the hell out of Democrats and the left. July 16th, same day. You have the Republicans and Trump and advisors coming out saying that they're going to support the Second Amendment with judges. Okay, Katie, goodness gracious. She's it just so happens she's flooding information. So they're coming out from the RNC and they're saying, yeah, we're going to put judges in that are going to support the Second Amendment. And the DNC on the exact same time, same day, and the Democrats are saying through Rolling Stone that that's what scares the hell out of the Democrats, because that's where all the wins have been coming from. The executive bureaucratic branch was doing an overreach palooza, and the judicial said, stop it. We've seen it multiple times. But now let me get you one other thing. I kind of landed this plane, but I want to show you one more just in case. Arm yourself accordingly, what the GOP is saying about gun control after the Trump shooting. Now, this is on the 17th. It's the exact same stuff. In fact, this entire article is all about Representative Hunt saying it's the, right here specifically, let me get this highlighted for you guys, warned the audience Tuesday morning that an AR-15 ban would become a Trojan horse that could lead to a wider gun restriction if proponents on the left try to push the issue in the wake of the assassination attempt. That is exactly what the main concern is. That is exactly what they're getting in front of. And to be quite honest, the way that they're handling this, the way they're framing this, is a pretty good way to do it. Now again, I'm much more of a show me rather than tell me kind of guy, but the beginning starts with tell me. So that's all I'm going to say on that one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. We've got so much to cover. It is ridiculous, but I'll see you there.